Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Dr. Gupta, are you there? Dr. Gupta?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah,
I
hi.
welcome you on behalf of ICMI Social Auditors Organization and Dr. S.K. Gupta, sir.
Thank you so much.
And I also welcome all the participants. And participants, she's the speaker, Jyotsna Veliappa. She's a CSR and ESG expert. So a very good afternoon, ma'am, and a warm welcome.
Thank you.
So today we gonna discuss on critical requirements of BRSR disclosures, points
Yeah,
to consider for preparing BRSR disclosures. So
yeah.
ma'am, you can proceed at 4, 5 or 4, 4 as
Uh-huh.
participants are joining.
Okay. Yeah, so just while we give another few minutes for the participants to join, I'd like to welcome all of you for this session. It is very heartening to see the response and the number of participants here. It shows how valuable the ICMAI is and how much you value it, because this is really a good participation. And I hope you find this session useful. Uh, I personally always like a lot of interaction. So the way I have prepared my presentation for today, it will be very interactive. There are no wrong questions. There are no wrong questions. There are no right questions.
नहीं
Yeah.
बिल हमने ना
Mohammed
Instagram ना
ji,
बिल तो
Mohammed Shah Alam, please. So yeah, while I would encourage a lot of interaction, I request that the secretariat coordinates who speaks when, and please ask a lot of questions. And let's make this 1 hour on this Saturday afternoon a very interesting thing. So we have to wait for 1 more minute before we start. So let me just give a quick introduction to myself. And you must be wondering, how am I not a CMA coming for this session? So basically, my background is from business. I have been managing the value chain, the supply chain of two international conglomerates, both in the garment industry. I have worked for the Gap Inc. and Marks and Spencer, and I looked after their supply chain in South Asia, that is India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Maldives, and Sri Lanka. So that's the background that I come from, and one of my jobs was to manage risk in the supply chain. So while the financial risks were something that were quite defined, it was the social risks that really caused a lot of lot of issues for the companies. So I've been working in the field of social risk for quite some time, and ESG for me was a very easy transition when I talk about business and responsibility. So can we start now? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I would like to share my screen.
Yes, ma'am. I made you the co-host as well as allowed you for screen sharing.
Okay. Just give me a minute. Is this being visible? I didn't get your name, please. Is this visible now for everybody?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. So, and I start this session by thanking ICMI and especially Dr. Gupta, who I have been in touch with, and we have been having a lot of discussion on the social audit part of it. But this session is basically on sustainability reporting, or BRSR, which is something that I think is becoming more and more, it's coming up as more and more important as the years go by. So while I come with a background of, while I also call myself a social auditor, I come from a background of responsible business. Yeah. So that's a term that I'm going to use a lot. And because that's actually what this whole sustainability reporting is. So my company is called Blue Sky Sustainable Business. We are the only accredited inspection body for social development, for social impact. We are approved by the Quality Council of India, NABCB. So our reports and our audits come with the certificate from NABCB. Why am I here today in this Saturday afternoon when we are talking about sustainability reporting? So what brings me here is basically the expertise that we have on these main laws which are driving ESG, which is ISO 26000 Guidance on Social Responsibility, National Guidelines for Responsible Business Conduct, the Companies Act, and the Company CSR Amendment Rules. Now, I really want to know by the share, maybe in the chat box, how many of you have heard of ISO 26000? Could you say yes or no, just maybe in the chat box? How many? Okay, Sridharan says yes. Ram also says yes. Okay, good. Yes. Good. I like that. So I have one more question of you. In what context have you heard of ISO 26000? Yeah. In what context have you heard of 26,000? Okay, let me make the question answer more the same. Do you think ISO 26000 do you think ISO 26000 is a certifiable standard? Yes or no? Is it a certifiable standard? So Ray says CSR. Yeah, very good. CSR partnerships. Yes, clients are emphasizing for standards for social responsibility. Ramu says, yeah, good. You people are really clued on ISO 26000. So tell me something. When it says ISO 26000 guidance for social responsibility, what do you think social responsibility means? Is it CSR? You can answer yes or no. The ISO guidance 26000 guidance on social responsibility, the term social responsibility, is it what we understand as CSR? Yes or no? Do you think that ISO 26000 guidance for social responsibility is about CSR? Girija says yes, it is CSR, not corporate alone, right?